Okay, so let's do some recap notes. Recap from yesterday. Get a little bit bigger. The kids last period said this really helped. So here's a circle. If you want to draw a really nice circle, like on your homework and stuff, you can always use a quarter or a nickel. So here's a circle. We have lines that can go through it. Like here's a diameter, because this is a D for diameter. This is an R for radius. The outside numbers are arcs, and the inside numbers are angles. So arcs are outside numbers. Outside numbers, angles are inside numbers. Arcs and angles all equal 360, inside or outside. The diameter, which is a straight angle, is equal to half a circle, which is 180. Your central angle, the one at the center, is going to equal the matching arc. Okay, also, for your arcs, if you have 2 letters, it's going to be less than or equal to 180 degrees. And if you have 3 letters, it's going to be greater than or equal to 180 degrees. Sometimes they use 2 letters for your half circle, and sometimes they use 3. So you just kind of have to go with the flow on that one. Angles, though, angles always have 3 letters. Okay, so let's look at an example before we start. Anybody still writing? Take a picture of it. This is huge. Okay, these are recap. Okay. So here's a problem. Here's a circle. We'll call this A. That was supposed to be the center, sorry. O, C, this can be B. And I'm going to tell you that arc AC is 70. So if the measure of arc AC equals 70, find the measure of angle AOC. So put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box. Angle AOC. This is where that participation comes in. Yes, Alyssa, it is. Kelly's got it. Dana, good. Okay, there are 16 of you. I need 16 answers. Okay, thank you, Ian. Anybody else? Thank you, Alex. Presley. Okay, Josh, thank you. Natalie, Aubrey's got it. Okay, look at our notes over here. The central angle is equal to its matching arc. And it works the other way. The arc is equal to the central angle. These are equal, guys. That angle right there. Your answer was 70. 70 degrees. That was it. If your angle is in the center, which, sorry, it doesn't look like it, but it is, then your arc and your angles are equal. So if this is 70, find the value of arc A, B, C, the rest of your circle, and put it in the chat box. Now we're going to find the measure of arc A, B, C. And remember, it's like a road map. It goes from A to B to C. That's how we know that we're not talking AC, that we're going A, B, and C. Good. Everybody's got it. And remember, if it has 3 letters, it is bigger than 180. Thank you. So far, everybody's gotten it correct. Okay. If someone's willing to, you can put your chat box to everyone and tell us how you got it. What were the numbers that you used to get your answer? Anybody? Nice. Yep. Okay. We can do whole circle minus AC, minus the arc AC. So that would give you the whole circle. Remember, the whole circle is 360 minus the arc that's there of 70. Okay. And that's going to give me 290. And you're done. Okay. Questions on that? Okay. And that should match because our arc ABC needed to be bigger than 180. Okay. And that's true. All right. So we're going to start with number 11 because we did most all of the 1 through 10 yesterday in class as part of your notes. So we're just going to jump right in. Now I'm going to say it's going to be a whole lot easier if you have a colored pencil, a different colored pen, or a highlighter or something. I can try to do number 9, but we did that in the notes. But I'll go back to it as we have time. Just remind me at the end. Okay, so here we're looking for angle HFI. So let's look, where is HFI? We start at H, we go to F, we go to I. That's the angle we're looking for. So we have to remember that we're looking for an inside number. Inside number, not an outside number. Thank you, Alex. Yep, some of you already ahead of me. Okay, so remember that these angles are going to be equal to its arc. How big is the whole straight angle? How big is that whole thing? Anybody? Unmute yourself.
180.
180. Good. So this is 180. 45 is used up. So put your answer for the leftover in the chat box. Good. That should be a quick one. Remember, we're only getting good. Everybody's so far has gotten it. We're only looking at that half of the circle. So half of the circle is 180. Don't worry about the other half. Okay, we're only worried about that half. We know it's half the circle because it's a diameter. It goes through the center. So yes, we're going to take 180 and minus the 45. We get 135 as our answer. 135 degrees, and you're done. So the first thing we need to ask, is it an angle or an arc? First, ask yourself, is it an angle or an arc? Because that's going to determine, are we looking for an inside number or an outside number? Okay, I am going to be going down and then over because it's just easier for people to see two problems at once if you're a little behind. So this time we're looking for an arc. We're looking for an outside number. But look, they give us an inside number. So that means we need to transfer the numbers to the outside. And we're looking for arc CD. Arc CD. So this time I'm going to use my highlighter. And we're looking for arc CD. Now I'm kind of doing most of this on the first couple, and then you guys are going to be doing the rest and putting answers. Okay. So again, we have a diameter, which means we have 180. If this central angle is 116, somebody tell me, how big is your arc?
$64.
Well, the arc itself, though, you kind of went ahead and got the answer. Okay. But this arc over here is going to be how big?
Wait, what?
Okay, Josh got it. Okay. So remember, these are equal. The inside angle.
Oh yeah, so it'd be 116, right?
Yep. That'd be 116. Now we know that all of them have to equal 180. So we can subtract, just like we did up there. 180 minus the 116. And you could have done it here first. We get 64. So we know that the angle is 64. We could do it here. Might be more, might be a little easier to see. And then the arcs are equal. Okay. Or you can make it an arc and then subtract from 180. It's the same thing, guys. So don't stress over that. You can do it as an arc or you can do it as an angle, but you need to make sure your answer is an arc. Questions on that one? Okay. So let's look at number 15. I need an arc SQR. So we're going to follow the letters. Like, remember, I don't know if you saw Wizard of Oz, we're going to follow the Yellow Brick Road. So we're going to go S to Q to R, S in the direction of Q, and then all the way back around to R. That's what we're trying to find. So according to the letters, is that going to be, put this in your chat box, is it going to be bigger or smaller than 180? Is your answer going to be bigger or smaller than 180? Okay, good. Nice. So far, so good. Everybody in the chat box so far has gotten it correct. Nice. This is some of those, participation questions that are pretty easy and you don't have to look like you don't know anything. Okay. That's awesome. Okay. Everybody who had it got it right. It's bigger. So this is going to be bigger than 180 degrees. There's a couple ways to do this. You can either see, well, first of all, let me see who can get the answer in the chat box first. Go ahead and find your answer. Put it in the chat box. Put your answer in the chat box. Good. Yes, for number 15. Put your answer in the chat box for number 17. Okay. And then just to recap 15, because I had paused the recording, we said that we could add the two arcs together and get 300, or we can subtract the leftover of 60 from 360 and get 300. So both ways are perfectly fine. We can add or we can subtract. And then number 17. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. Alex, Dana, Galia, Octavia's got it. Josh, I'm not sure how you got that number. Go back and try again. I'll retry that number again. Ian's got it. Good. Melissa's got it. Nice. Great. So remember, somebody unmute yourself. Tell me, what do we know about these arcs? How big is the first one right here? A TU?
81.
81. Okay. Because we know that these are equal. So that makes this one 120. We can add them together. Get the
129.
apart. What's that?
You put 120 and it says it's 129.
129. Good. Thank you so much. I would have given me a wrong answer. So when I add those together, 129 plus 81 is 210. And there's our answer. Perfect. Okay, number 19. We are looking for an arc. So we're looking for an outside number between I and H. Between I and H. This time it's 2 letters. So we should get an answer that's less than 180 degrees. Just to kind of give us a mental check. Okay. Go ahead and find that and put your answer in the chat box. Find that and put your answer in the chat box. So to recap number 19, you can make the angle into an arc. You can add them together and subtract from 360 to get the leftover portion, which is what we needed for our answer. And it is indeed less than 180. Now we're looking at number 20. We're looking to see what the arc C to D to B is. That's the one highlighted in yellow. We're putting the answer in the chat box. Melissa, try your addition again. Okay, good. Good, because remember, this is an outside number that we're looking for. Outside number. We're given an outside number. We need another outside number. And it's going to be greater than 180 because it's 3 letters. Awesome. Yep. So lots of correct answers in the chat box. Thank you. So we need another outside number for this. And because it's half a circle, people put in the chat box that it's 180. So because this is the yellow is what we want, we can simply add these two together. You can go 180 plus 50 to get 230 degrees. And you're done. Okay, number 18. Okay, we want angle GFH. So let's look at where is GFH? G to F to H. We want this angle in there. We want an angle. Go ahead and put your answer in the chat box. This is mental math, guys. This is not supposed to be real hard. convert things to angles and find that missing angle. Good. Okay, you have a couple responses. They're correct. Ian, try your subtraction again. Josh, try your subtraction again. And kind of tell you guys are on the right track. Good, Josh. Try that. Yeah, try that number again. Good, Aubrey. Good. This is what I call participation. And actually, there were about 15, 20 students that actually benefited from this participation and got bumped up to the next grade because they were so close. I used their participation points to give them that extra 2%. Nice. Okay. So we can convert this arc to an angle, central angle. It's 55. We know that this is a straight angle of 180. And I need this part here. So I simply go 180 minus 55, and I get 125, and you're done. Okay. So 16, we need arc TUS. Now we know that TUS means that it's going to be a bigger arc. It has to go from T in the direction of U in the direction of S. Okay? So TUS. We're talking arcs. We're outside numbers. Okay, put your answer in the chat box. Let's make this quick, guys, because we need to move on. Hopefully it's getting a little bit easier. Okay. Some of you are finding ST. Okay, I don't want ST. I want the other part. Okay, I want the rest of it. Alex, try your addition again. Good, good. Okay. So far, so good. Everybody's got it. Nice. Awesome. Okay, everybody's put it in so far is great. Okay, so that we want the stuff in yellow. This one's 137. And this one, because it's half a circle, somebody tell me, what is that? Thank you, Ace. What is the value of arc SU?
180.
180. And some people put that in the chat box real quick. Okay, so we have 180 plus 137 because I want the yellow highlighted stuff for my answer. So 180 plus 137 is going to give me 317 for my answer, and you're done. Okay. Number 14, I want arc VUW. So starting at V, going in the direction of U, and then to W. So that's the part that I want highlighted. This one's a little more tricky. Go ahead and put your answer in the chat box. I'll give you just a minute. We're still looking for arcs. They're already in arcs. Okay, Aubrey's got it. Good. That was fast. Nice. Dana, you only found part of it. Go ahead and find both parts together. I'll tell you that the answer is not 259 and it's not 101. Good. Everybody else is getting it right. Awesome. This is what tells me that you guys are getting it. This is amazing. Okay. Nice. Good job. So we know that they all have to add up to be 360. And there's no diameter here. Okay, so we don't have a 180. So I need to add these two together and then subtract from 360 to get that. So I have 125 and 134. So I have 259. So then 360 minus the 259 is my 101. That's what some people were getting. And I get that. I do. But that's this value right here, 101. But that's not the only thing I need. I need both of those. I need the yellow parts. So I need to add these two together. So I get 101 plus 134 to get the 235 that we have in the chat box. Okay. Okay. So can you put in, this is the last one for this page. Can you put in the chat box one, the answer? Let's see. Angle GFH. This is a mental math, guys. GFH. Put it in the chat box and then tell me, is this getting easier? Is it getting easier? It's a yes or no, sort of, kind of, not really. Okay. Put the, thank you. And then also put the answer to the problem, number 12. Okay, good. Good. Nice. Good. Yep, this is mental math, guys. Okay. Nice. Some of them are super easy. You don't even need to show work. I get that. But we have a diameter right here. We want an angle, so we can convert this arc to an angle and then subtract it from 180. So 180 minus 70 is 110. And there's your answer. Now, I know you don't have to show all of that because you guys are brilliant. And just okay. All right, so let's move to the last page. We have just enough time. We're going to run through these 10 problems. You guys are going to run through these 10 problems because you're super smart. Okay, so first thing we need to do is identify what are we needing to solve for. Angle LNK. From L to N to K. So even if you're using a pencil, you can shade it. So we're finding an angle, that's an inside number. Okay, so find the angle and put the answer in the chat box. That's mental math, guys. But hopefully you see how much easier it is. Good. When you differentiate what you're looking for. Are we looking for an arc? Are we looking for an angle? Okay, which angle? Is it a combination of two angles? Is it a combination of two arcs? Things like that. Okay. Come on, guys, mental math. Put it in the chat box. Good. We know that this whole thing is 180. So we can do 180 minus the 128. That's showing work right there, guys. 180 minus 128, and you get 52 degrees. No. So everybody that had the answer in the chat box was correct. 23, GFH. So from G to F to H is what we're trying to find. Put your answer in the chat box. Remember, this is participation. This is going to help you know that you know it. It's going to get your work done, and it's going to get you a better grade this semester, potentially, than you had last semester. Okay? A few more people. I'm losing a few. Most of the time it's because you think it's so easy, you just go on and finish the worksheet. I get it. I do. Okay, good. Okay, nice. Because we know that this whole thing again is 180. 180 minus 95 will give us our 85 degrees. People put in the chat box. Okay, so angle DAB. We're still doing angles. This south angles? No. Do them are arcs. Okay. So angle DAB. Angle D to A to B. Okay. Go ahead and put your answer in the chat box. I'm going to find this angle. Put your answer in the chat box. Put your answer in the chat box. Okay, good. Almost everybody's got it. Someone was 5 numbers, 5 degrees off, but I think it's just a math error. Okay, so we have a whole circle. Someone unmute yourself. Tell me what a whole circle is.
360.
360. So if I want the whole circle, I can go 360 minus whatever I have. And together, okay, this is 115, that's 115. I have 115, it's 125, and I get 240. So I go minus 240, and I get 120. Should be our answer. Yeah. No worry, Amy. Thank you. You can check the recording in a little bit. You can also get a copy of it in a few minutes as we end up. Okay, so number 27, angle JKI, J to K to I. Looking for an angle. This one right here. Same idea that we just did. Go ahead, put your answer in the chat box. No, I'm not going to give you a lot of time because it's the same thing we just did, literally. Most everybody got that one. That's awesome. Add these two together. 148 plus 76. And then we get 224. And subtract that from our 360, our whole circle, which is 136. And you're done. Okay. Angle EDF. E to D to F. And so this angle right there, this is mental math, guys. Put your answer in the chat box. Alex has got it. Galia, good. Dana, perfect. This is mental math. This is good. Perfect. Josh, Zach. Thank you, Zach. Remember, these are the easy ones you can participate with. Okay, because we know we have a diameter. This is 180. This angle will be equal to its arc. So 180 minus 40 is 140. And that's what you guys had in the chat box. That was awesome. Number 30. Okay. Angle LNK. Another LNK. L to N to K. Put your answer in the chat box. Nice. Good. Most of you are really starting to get the hang of this. This is 180. This arc is equal to its angle. Anybody else? In the chat box. Nice. Okay, so far everybody's gotten it. So 180 minus 110, 70 degrees, and you're done. Okay. Same idea here. We're going to find arc EF. I totally recommend highlighter, colored pen or pencil, shading. Okay, what's the value of EF, arc EF? Which should tell you, okay, first of all, should that answer be less than or greater than 180?
Less than.
Less than. Good. Nice. Good. Okay. Good. People are putting the answer in the chat box. Thank you.
No.
Because we know that this is 180 degrees.
Poop.
Subtracting them, we're left with
She did that.
105. Hey guys, make sure you have your mics muted. Okay. Good. So we take the 180 minus the 75, and we get 105. 3 more. You can knock these out really quick. Oh, there it is. Okay, this one's a little more tricky. We want the arc that goes from S to R to T. So S to R, and then R to T. S to R to T. And put your answer in the chat box. Josh, I'm not sure if that answer was for the last one or for this one. If it's for this one, try again. We're almost done, guys. Hang with me. Let's say you actually found the arc ST. Remember that with 3 letters, our answer needs to be bigger than 180 degrees. That's the first thing that it would tell you. Thanks, Josh. Yes, that's the correct answer. 3 letters tells you bigger than 180. Good. Yeah, that's perfect. So it's kind of nice working with the arcs because at least it gives you a clue, and helps you to know if you're right or not. Okay, so there were a lot of right answers. Everybody had it in there. Perfect. Okay, so we know that S to R is 95. We know that R to T is 180 because it's half a circle. Now we need to do is add them together. So arc SR plus RT, so we've got 95 plus 180 is 275. And you're done. Okay. This one, you want an angle IHJ. I to H to J. Go ahead and find the answer and put it in the chat box. We want to find this obtuse looking angle right there. Obtuse means it looks bigger than 180 or bigger than 90. Alyssa, reevaluate that one. Okay, Anna's got it. Good. Remember that your arcs and angles are equal. Arcs and central angles are equal. Find the other angle. Good. This has got it. Oh yeah, good. Come on. There's more than 5 of you. There's 14. And if you don't know, you need to just tell me that too. That's still a way to participate.